ROH Honor for All was live from Nashville Municipal Auditorium, featuring a double main event. First of the main event matches was a NWA World Heavyweight Championship match. The champion Nick Aldis defended his title against Flip Gordon. The second of the main event matches was a triple threat tag team match. The WGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions Young Bucks versus the ROH World Tag Team Champions the Briscoes versus the Addiction Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. This was a non-title match. Let's talk about some talking points of all the matches. The first match of the night was for the ROH World TV Championship. Punishment Martinez defended his title against Scorpio Sky. During the match, Sky started with a big knee to the face of Punishment Martinez. Punishment brought down running Scorpio Sky with a foot to the chest of Scorpio Sky. Punishment hit a Falcon Arrow to Scorpio. Scorpio Sky put his feet around the neck of Punishment Martinez and dropped Martinez off the top rope into the ring. Scorpio Sky went flying over the top rope onto Punishment Martinez outside the ring, then hit Martinez a neck breaker by jumping from the apron into the ring. Martinez hit a clothesline to Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky hit a brainbuster to Martinez, covered him, but Martinez kicked out on two. Martinez kicked Scorpio Sky, followed by a move named Silencer on the apron to Scorpio Sky. Martinez won the match and retained his title by hitting chokeslam to Scorpio Sky. Second match of the night was a Women of Honor Proving Ground match between Karen and Sumi Sakai, the Women of Honor champion, with a condition that if Karen wins, she will get a future title shot. Sumi hit a dropkick, jumping from top of the corner ropes to Karen. Karen hit a clothesline to the running champion Sumi Sakai. Sumi hit Karen a neckbreaker, but Karen kicked out on the cover. Karen hit Sumi. Karen applied lock on both legs of Sumi, but Sumi reached the ropes and Karen had to break the lock. Karen's shoulders were down and ref counted the three. Sumi Sakai won. The next match of the night was a four-corner survival match. Kenny King versus Shane Taylor versus Chris Sabin versus John Grisham. Two wrestlers started in the ring, Jonathan Grisham and Chris Sabin. Then Grisham tagged Kenny King and Sabin tagged Shane Taylor. Taylor caught Grisham when he jumped off the top rope, also caught Sabin when Sabin jumped and dropped, both crashing down. Grisham applied the sleeper on Shane Taylor. Sabin and Kenny King came in to break the lock. Shane Taylor hit the powerbomb to Grisham. Then Shane tagged Kenny and Grisham tagged Sabin. Sabin hit the atomic drop, then kicked right in the chest of Kenny King. Kenny King hit the spinebuster to Sabin, but Sabin kicked out on two. Shane Taylor punched Kenny King right in the face when Kenny was on the top rope looking for a move on Sabin. Ref considered it a tag and Shane came in. Shane hit a knee to Sabin's face, then Sabin hit a step-up insecurity to Shane Taylor. Sabin hit a tornado DDT to Shane Taylor. Grisham tagged Sabin. Grisham and Shane Taylor became legal, then Grisham kicked Taylor in the head. Shane Taylor lifted Grisham up on the shoulders, also caught Sabin's jump, but Kenny King jumped off the top rope, dropping three of them. Sabin kicked Kenny outside the ring. Shane Taylor hit the punch to Sabin, dropping him off the ring apron onto the floor. Then Taylor hit cannonball to Sabin and Kenny King, but connected mostly with Sabin. Then Shane Taylor threw Sabin and Kenny into the side railings. The match had an awkward finish, and as Shane was celebrating outside, Grisham did a suicide dive through the ropes onto Shane Taylor and applied the sleeper on him. It was awkward kind of finish because Taylor himself walked into the ring from outside with Grisham on his back with the sleeper locked in, and when Taylor entered in the ring, he fell, and when ref checked on him, he called for the bell and Grisham. Sabin went in the ring and raised Grisham's hand. Kenny King went and hugged him. Fourth match was Chucky T versus Bully Ray. Bully Ray entered without a theme music, bullied people before the match, talked some good things about his opponent Chucky T, to which Chucky T replied him harshly, called him bully. So what Bully Ray was trying to do by talking good didn't work. During the match, when Chucky T was on the top rope, Bully Ray pushed the ref into the ropes and Chucky T fell off balance. Ref warned Bully Ray not to do this kind of stuff or he'll disqualify him. Bully Ray kicked Chucky T between the legs and the ref disqualified Bully Ray. This was a very short match, in fact the shortest of the night. Then Bully Ray pushed the ref and hit Chucky T on the back with the chain. Then Colt Cabana left the commentary table and went running into the ring and started punching Bully Ray before Bully got the better of him. By using the chain, Bully Ray then beat both Chucky T and Colt Cabana with the chain before his chain got stuck in the ropes. Beretta came in and started beating Bully Ray, and Bully Ray left the ring. Then Beretta. Next was the 8-man tag team match between the team of the Dogs and the team of Silas Young and BS City Bruiser versus the team of Eli Izam, Ryan Nova, FR Josie and Cheeseburger. FR Josie and Red Titus of the Dogs started the match. Titus hit the left punch right in the face of Josie to start. Josie hit an atomic drop to Red Titus. Red tagged Silas Young. FR Josie hit the jawbreaker to Silas Young. Then FR Josie tagged Eli Izam. Then Lil Willie Ferreira tagged Young to come in. Eli Izam tagged Cheeseburger. Lil Willie Ferreira tagged BS City Bruiser. All four of Cheeseburger's team teamed up on BS City Bruiser. Later in the match, BS City Bruiser hit a DDT to Ryan Nova. Cheeseburger hit Shorte to BS City Bruiser, and Silas Young hit Misery to Josie, followed by a powerbomb, and BS City Bruiser jumped off the top rope onto Josie to pin him and won the match for his team. Next and sixth match of the night was between Matt Taven and the villain Marty Scurll. But Taven didn't wrestle himself, so the match became Scurll versus Vinny Marcellia. Marcellia hit a dropkick to Scurll. Scurll attacked Vinny's left leg. Vinny hit the chops on Marty's chest. Vinny threw Marty into the railings. He removed the mat off the floor, but both wrestlers came back in the ring. Marty hit the superplex from the top rope, but the move affected both guys. Marty hit Brainbuster to Vinny, but he kicked out on the cover. Marty hit pile driver. Vinny kicked out. Later, Vinny went on the top of the rope for Swanton Bomb, but Marty put his knees up and knees hit in the back of Vinny Marcellia. Marty Scurll won the match by submission. After the match, the Kingdom attacked Marty. Cody came in and the Kingdom, Cody and Scurll started beating each other. The security came in and restored the order. Seventh match of the night was Cody versus TK O'Ryan of the Kingdom. TK threw Cody into the ring post. Cody applied the figure 4 lock on TK. Cody's wife Brandy slapped TK outside the ring, followed by a suicide dive by Cody on TK. TK hit the power slam to Cody from the top rope to the ring. Ref was busy talking with Brandy and TK hit Cody with the title. TK covered Cody, but Cody kicked out on 2. Cody won by hitting crossroads to TK O'Ryan. Brandy and Bernard the Business Bear were at the ringside. Eighth match was one of the matches touted as the double main event match. Flip Gordon versus the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis. This was a championship match. Aldis hit a delayed vertical suplex to Gordon. He threw Gordon across the ring in another move. Aldis applied sleeper hold on Gordon, which Gordon broke by hitting a jawbreaker to Aldis. Gordon kicked Aldis when Aldis was on the top rope. Then Gordon did suicide dive and went right on Aldis. Then Gordon hit an amazing dropkick to champion Aldis from the top rope. Hit another dropkick to Aldis. Speared Aldis from the second rope, but Aldis kicked out on the cover. Then he applied the crossface on Aldis, but champion reached the rope, forcing Gordon to break the lock. Aldis went for the clothesline, missed, and Gordon connected with a kick, followed by a Samoan bomb. Then connected a moonsault, but Aldis kicked out on 2. Gordon again went from the top rope onto Aldis, but this time Aldis put his knees up in time and hit the knees into Gordon's stomach. Aldis hit the pile driver to Gordon, followed by an elbow coming from the top rope and pinned Gordon to retain his NWA World Heavyweight Championship. However, Gordon's foot was on the bottom rope, so when ref was informed of that, he ordered to restart the match. The match was restarted. Gordon went flying over the top rope onto Aldis, then brought Aldis in the ring, super kicked him, followed by Star Spangled Stunner, but Aldis kicked out on 2. Flip Gordon then went on the rope for a move, but fell as his leg was hurting. Nick Aldis applied King's Cloverfield and won the match by submission. As Flip was not moving, so ref stopped the match. Aldis retained the NWA World Heavyweight title. First part of the match was dominated by the champion Nick Aldis. After that, it was all Flip Gordon. Cody was supporting Aldis for the large part of the match, but then had a change of heart and started supporting Gordon. After the match, Cody went in the ring, appreciated Gordon. Aldis shook hands with Gordon and Cody raised Gordon's hands. But when Cody and Gordon left, Bully Ray came from behind and hit a lower blow to Gordon. Then Bully Ray went towards the commentary table and threatened the commentators. The main event of the night was a triple threat tag team match. The Addiction, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian versus ROH World Tag Team Champions the Briscoes versus IWGP Tag Team Champions the Young Bucks. It was a non-title match. In my opinion, this was the best match of the night, and in my opinion, the second best match of the night was Nick Aldis versus Flip Gordon. Let's talk about some talking points of the match. Christopher Daniels and Mark Briscoe started the match. Daniels hit Mark a dropkick. The Briscoes entered in without a tag and started beating Kazarian and Nick Jackson. Matt and Nick teamed to hit the ring, jumped and hit the chest of the Briscoes. Kazarian tagged Daniels. Jay Briscoe tagged himself in. Daniels hit the jawbreaker to Jay and tagged Kazarian. Kazarian hit the spinning heel kick to Mark and then tried to pin both Briscoes, but both kicked out. Kazarian tagged in both Nick and Matt, and both of them started teaming against the Briscoes. Hit assistant dropkick to Daniels and applied sharpshooters on both Briscoes. Daniels and Kazarian broke the sharpshooters. Young Bucks threw Kazarian and Daniels out of the ring and super kicked both Briscoes, then went over the ropes onto Kazarian and Daniels. Went in the ring again and did suicide dives on the Briscoes. Mark Briscoe hit Nick Jackson Uranagi onto Mac Jackson. Christopher Daniels tagged Matt Jackson. Jay Briscoe entered and kicked Daniels. Matt Jackson hit spinning kick to Jay Briscoe. Kazarian hit a DDT to Nick Jackson. Matt Jackson super kicked Kazarian. Mark Briscoe hit the Pele kick to Matt Jackson. Daniels hit Angel's Wings to Mark Briscoe. Nick Jackson super kicked Daniels and then applied sharpshooters on Daniels. Daniels, while still in sharpshooter, covered Mark Briscoe, but Jay Briscoe broke the cover. Crowd was chanting Young Bucks. The Addiction caught Jay Briscoe and hit Blue Thunder reverse cutter. The Young Bucks super kicked Kazarian and Daniels. Mark Briscoe hit clothesline on both Matt and Nick. Few moves later, Nick Jackson super kicked Kazarian. Daniels hit moonsault to Jay Briscoe, but Nick Jackson broke the cover by super kicking Daniels. Crowd was chanting, "This is awesome." Later, Jay Briscoe super kicked Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson tagged Daniels. Nick hit facebuster to Jay Briscoe. Mark Briscoe hit a blockbuster to Kazarian. Matt Jackson super kicked Mark Briscoe. Jay Briscoe went flying over the ropes on Kazarian, Matt Jackson, and his own brother Mark Briscoe. Nick Jackson jumped from the top rope on Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Jay Briscoe. The Young Bucks hit Meltzer Driver to Mark Briscoe to win the match. Of course, this was a non-title match, but this was the best match of the night. Then during the celebrations, Nick Jackson held a balloon and asked Matt Jackson to super kick it. Matt super kicked and burst the balloon. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel for more sports and pro wrestling videos. Have a nice day.